Welcome back to Sister Circle Live. She's a mom, reality star, and author of New York Times bestseller, and also starring in BET's Tiny and Toya, and also WeTV's Marriage Boot Camp.
And her daughter is creating her own path outside the shadow of her father, hip-hop legend Lil Wayne. Now their close bond is playing out on WeTV reality show Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta.
There's things that you're going to learn in college that you're going to need for the real world.
I understand where you're coming from, but you also have to know that I don't like school, Mom.
I know that's right. Please welcome Toya Wright and Reginae Carter. You better come on up here, honey. You better be pretty and pregnant. Yeah. You better be sexy, honey. How you doing, pretty?
I'm great.
Hi.
Hi.
Look at you.
Hi. How are you?
Have a seat.
Reginae, you just grew up in front of TT Quad. You just grew up. I mean, seriously, I feel like it was just like last year we were at your 16th birthday party, like your sweet 16, and look at you. You are a little lady.
And stunning.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
gorgeous.
you so much.
Look just like her mama.
She does.
Thank you.
She does.
Thank you.
So, Toya, this is your second baby. Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you know what you're having, or are you not trying to tell us, or are we going to be...
I do know what I'm having, and I have my own special way of sharing it, and I'm going to share it really soon.
Okay.
Well, I do remember you talked about in another interview you would really like to have a boy. So I don't know if the sex of the baby is a boy or a girl. I just remember that was discussed. But, you know, we always wish you well regardless.
Thank you.
Yeah. So 18 years later.
18 years.
How did that happen?
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I've
We
always
know how it happened.
We definitely know that. But why?
I know I wanted another kid or whatever,
Yes.
but I didn't know it was going to be such a big gap. You know, but I'm happy, and I feel like now I have a daughter that's in college, and now it's going to be me and the little one.
Reginae, how do you feel about having a sibling now after 18 years?
You know, I'm excited. I actually can't wait. You know, I check up on her all the time. I take pictures of her belly. Like, I'm actually very excited. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So you also, along with the new baby, you have a new love. You have a new boo.
I do, girl.
Now, is this someone that we know, or is this, you on the low on that too? You know what I'm saying? Just on the EL on everything.
It's someone special in my life. We've been dating for a while, like, you know, over a year and a half. He's a very special person, and this time around, I just want to be a little bit more private with my, you know, my dating life. I feel like, you know, a private life is a happy life. I went through a whole lot, you know, with sharing my marriage and opening up with previous relationships, and this time I'm just taking a different approach.
Right. Do you think you'll get married again?
Yeah, I think I'll get married again.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that for you. I'd like to hear that.
So I know that you're into privacy. I'm into it too. But one thing that I find that a lot of black women are struggling with is fibroids. I struggle with fibroids, especially with both of my babies. Is this something that is... How was that with your second pregnancy and with Reginae? Like, is that something that you had with Reginae, or did you develop fibroids after?
I developed fibroids when I turned 30 years old. They were really, really bad. Like, I was in pain, heavy bleeding, like all type of stuff. Like, I would be out of breath. Like, it was just horrible.
Wow.
And my doctor told me, because I told her that I wanted to have more kids or whatever, and she told me that, you know, I had so many that I would have to, you know, to get them removed first. And I was scared at first because she told me that, you know, it's really a chance that they'll come back.
Yeah. Right.
So I was like, oh, but I went through with the surgery, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but I can honestly say I'm glad I did.
How long did you suffer from that before you even took notice that something different happened in your body, that there was a change?
It was probably a year or two.
You just felt lower abdomen pains and a knot
like
or something.
Very bad cramps. I was tired all the time. Like, it was really, really bad.
But it's a blessing, though, because my sister had fibroids, and she had one the size of an orange. Yeah.
My mom had one that was
she
the
had to
size
have a
of a grapefruit.
hysterectomy.
I had, what, 10?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was
Oh my
10.
God.
It was hard.
Ooh, the power of a woman.
Child,
Yes.
we be doing that.
But
Girl.
Reginae, how is it with you having you and your mom's relationship play out on national TV? I know, some people love it, some people criticize it. How do you feel about it?
Well, I mean, I have to say, I'm glad that off cameras we have a great relationship,
Yes, you do.
because you never really know what you can get with just being on TV and making everything all out and open, because everybody has a chance to get to judge you. They have that right to, because we're giving it out there. Like we're putting all of our stuff out there. But I feel people think that maybe I'm a little flip towards my mom, or disrespectful, but that's not the case. Me and my mom had me at a young age, so like I would say like we kind of grew up together,
Right.
like I watched her grow,
Right.
and so it's like we're cool. I respect my mom. Like I do have a flip mouth, and she do get on me for that, and I know when
Well,
it's like,
that's gonna be. That's just
but
what
I'm a
it is.
teenage girl.
Teenagers, honey.
Yeah, I mean dealing with that's my whole life though,
Reginae, we got to go to a break, baby, but we'll be back. We'll be right back with Toya and Reginae. We're going to have a little bit more fun with them. You guys stay tuned. We'll be back in 2. Toya Wright and also Reginae Carter.
Miss Claude, I also just wanted to, add, my mother is my best friend, and she's my rock, and she understands me. And those that don't understand, I'm sorry, but, I love her. I love you, Mama.
Yeah, I love that relationship. I love you guys' relationship. You are off to Clark, Atlanta. Reginae, how is it attending an HBCU, and what led you to selecting an HBCU?
They say it's nothing like an HBCU experience. So, I had to see what it's about, and I love it. I just finished my midterms. I did really good on it.
job.
So, I'm very excited. I'm glad that I went. At first I was like, no, Mama, no. But
No, it's good. It
like,
still
I'm
affords
happy
you to
that I
be
went.
close enough to home where if you needed your mom, she'll be like one
Yep.
phone call away. So I like that. And you are on historic land right there.
Yes.
So I think that's a great choice. It was a really good choice.
I'm so proud.
Yeah. I know you are.
Extremely
I
proud.
know you are.
Well, Toya, you have a book. Let's talk about your book. What's the name of your book?
You
just
don't get it.
Because I didn't get it.
You just don't get it. I love what you guys rolled out on social media. That was so great, the video clip where you had the doctor to come in. It's like, well, what's going on with your relationship? Is it teen pregnancy? And she was like, Reginae was like, you need to be talking to her.
This is your third book, right?
This is my 4th book.
4th book.
Yes.
So what's the inspiration behind the book, You Just Don't Get It?
Well, Reginae, I feel like it's the 18-year long conversation between my daughter and I. And what inspired me to do the book is doing women empowerment events and women asking me, like, how can I become more closer with my daughter? Like, I love your relationship with your daughter. She's becoming so disconnected. So I just opened up with, like, all of the different things that I went through. Don't get me wrong. We have a wonderful relationship, but we have issues just like any other mother and daughter. And it's not easy raising a teen daughter, especially in the limelight.
It's not easy raising kids, period.
Exactly.
Kids is off the chain.
These girls, So, I was happy to be able to share our story.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here in the circle,
you.
Toya and Reginae.
And the new baby.
Yes, and the baby. Listen, you can get their book right now. You Just Don't Get It. It's available at ToyaWrightPublishing.com October 26th. And be